Welcome, Taurus and Taurus cross watchers, to your mini weekly love reading. So we'll get card for you, card for your person. So for you, we've got the Strength card. And we'll get a card for your person and a card for the situation for this week. So if you're new here or if you're returning, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I hope you guys have had a great weekend and you have a good week coming up here. So we have the Ten of Swords reversed. Really interesting energy for your person. Interesting. So it's a little bit, I feel like both of you may be acting in the same way, but the motivation is very different. It just feels here like you're holding back because you're trying to, I almost want to say like keep a lid. Oh, sorry. I'm just realizing you can't see the cards. Keep a lid on that, you know, I want to say like sometimes insatiable Taurus, lusty energy. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not trying to be, you know, uncouth or anything. It just feels like you seem to have a lot of passion for this person. I feel like to a certain extent it may have taken you by surprise. And it's not that, you know, that sort of passion isn't is foreign to you. It just feels like the intensity that came with it, or the how quickly it developed. It's like there's something about it that may have surprised you. It doesn't feel like it's gotten the better of you or you've lost control of your desires or anything like that. But so it's like you're kind of holding back because you're not really sure what the heck's going on here. I'm not saying that this person is, okay, because that's not for me to say. But it's almost like it's a twin flame, sort of like instant physical connection. You know, sparks are flying and the two of you haven't even spoken to each other yet. It's that kind of an energy. And I feel like I kind of want to give your person a big hug, because I feel like they seem to be holding back actually because it's like a renewal after they were you know, almost used as like a sacrificial lamb, and they were left feeling very vulnerable. And I feel like part of that passionate energy that you're feeling for this person actually seems to be this like knee-jerk protective instinct for someone. It's like there is that instant bond, that instant connection that, you know, soulmates or twin flames have. Again, I'm not saying this person is or is not a soulmate or twin flame. Okay, I don't want to put that kind of pressure on something, especially if it's new. So it's really more, there's this kind of instant like soul recognition. And I feel like part of it is this really passionate energy that you're feeling. But I feel like because the physical chemistry side on your person's, it's like that aspect seems to be a bit muted. Not that they don't feel that, but I feel like they've been in such a tough spot recently that tapping into that energy, it's like they kind of can't even wrap their head around it. Sorry, I just hear someone coming up the stairs. One moment, please. Sorry about that, Taurus. So, maybe other readers are better than I am at that, but if people are around, I get really distracted. So, anyway, it just feels like you're almost like consumed by your passionate love for this person. Not really. I'm being facetious, right? It just feels like you both recognize the soul connection that you have, but because you're in a much more powerful, self-assured, it's like you're walking into the room, you're confident, you can work the room, you're talking to everybody, and this person is over here being a bit of a wallflower because they've been burned. And that doesn't mean you haven't. It just means that their burn is still fresh. Not fresh. It's the impact of that burn has left them feeling like they want to isolate themselves, like they want to, it's like they kind of need somebody else to be the first person to reach out. I feel like they might not be brave enough to do it themselves. And what's interesting is I feel like they actually, it feels like it wouldn't take much. It would just be like, hey, my name's Taurus, how are you? Or like, hey, how are you? And I feel like they would perk right up. It's like they just seem to feel like, so I just want to make sure that that goes in upright. I almost feel like this person was made to, it's like maybe they were made to sit in the corner. They were made to feel like they're like they should be seen and not heard, that they're not worth speaking to. It's that kind of an energy. And it's like they know that that's not right. It's almost like they don't know how to relate to the world in a different way. Or like they know, it's like they just kind of need to know that it's okay to come out of their shell. I feel like they're waiting for people to get to know the new them. So then we have the Knave, that would be the Page of Pentacles. This is a situation between you. Oh, look. So then we have the King of Cups and the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, with the Page of Pentacles here, I feel like I'll be straight with you here, Taurus. I'm not so sure anything's going to kick off between the two of you this week. It actually feels more like the two of you are, it's almost like you're just going to, I want to say, like, be busy with other stuff this week. The two of you might not connect. Like, there might not be anything where the two of you are interacting with each other. And I feel with this Knave of Pentacles, it does feel to a certain extent that this person's, your person's past, I was going to say person, but really ASS hole, okay? And I shouldn't say that, but I did. I mean, I feel, part of me feels like I shouldn't be so judgmental, but also the energy I'm picking up from your person, if their past isn't an a-hole, they sure acted like one. They sure treated your person like they were, you know, lower than the dog poop on their shoe. You know what I mean? Like they really made them feel like they were not important, like anything they said was stupid. And I feel like this past person, so okay, your person, we're going to call their past person the third party, but it's not that kind of a third party because your person doesn't want them. So I feel like this past third party is, it's like they're coming in and they seem to want to get your person's attention. It's like they want to put something on display almost. And I feel like your person, it's like they're so embarrassed at the absurd display that this past third person is putting on that it's like they can't even look in their direction. You know what I mean? It's like this past person coming around and acting like a complete ass almost has your person, I'm going to see if you can, it's like your person's trying to do this. It's like, I can't see them. I don't know them. Maybe no one will remember we were ever together. It's like they're so embarrassed that this past person is acting this way. And it feels like if anything, this past person coming around, it feels like this is the juxtaposition between what they had with their past person and what they want now. If this is new and the two of you haven't really dated, I do want to say, Taurus, I'm not so sure that this person, you know, your person is a, you know, hop, skip, and a jump away from falling completely head over heels without having spoken to you, right? It's like they've been through enough that I'm almost hearing like the love at first sight. I feel like to a certain extent they want it to exist, but they don't believe in it right now or anymore. Maybe the soul recognition is there, but it's like this person will be holding enough of themselves back until they get the lay of the land. And it doesn't feel like that's anything you're going to be upset about, certainly, because I feel like you're trying to figure out, you know, excuse my French, you're like, what the hell is going on and why you feel so attracted to this. And what's interesting here, I think we're going to pull one more card. I feel like this toxic third party, the past person, it's like they seem to be pulling you in as well. Why is that there? Why do they want Taurus in the picture? It's almost like they feel that your person is too easy and not to conquer or something. No, it's like they feel that your person is, this might sound strange, but just bear with me. I feel like this past person actually doesn't want to do this with your person anymore. I feel like to a certain extent that it's like they hate themselves when they do it. they hate the dynamic, they hate the effect they have on your person. It's like they just hate the whole thing, but they're in such a pattern they can't get out of it. And I feel like they seem to feel that when they know that you're kind of involved or you're going to have this person's back, it's almost like they feel they can back off a little. Part of them almost feels like if they're not involved in this person's life, this person will fall apart. So it's like they feel that if there's somebody at least that's strong enough to take them on, then they don't have to worry about this other one anymore. It's almost like they feel responsible for this person. I feel like this past third party they're stuck in the past hard. It's like maybe they met this other person when this person was going through a really tough time in their life and they were in a really tough spot, but that's not who they are anymore. I feel like they've done, I mean, not all of the healing work, right? Or they wouldn't be so darn shy, but they have done some of it. And I feel like this person, it's almost like for some reason they don't want to see the damage that they've done. They really don't seem to want to admit it to themselves. It's almost like they might be so horrible to your person right now, or maybe they were, that it's like they're trying to make your person never come back. And I mean, it's like they don't have to do anything other than what they've already done. Whoops. I'm just going to make sure these are all upright when I put them back in the deck here. But they just... it just feels a little bit almost like a bit of a soap opera here. Like there's so much going on, and it's not you or your person necessarily, it's this one. It's like they're all over the place, you know what I mean? It's like they want this, they want that, they're gonna work, but they're gonna work for that over there and this over here, even though it's like they tell themselves that they want these two things, but actually what they want is nothing that's on the table right now. So I mean, I'd love to tell you something definitive, but I just don't really feel like anything's going to move forward just yet. I feel like you might see the entrance. You might see this person stick their face in your life or in your person's life here to the extent that, like, they make their presence known. But I feel like both of you are actually focused on, I mean, you're focused on, you know, kind of keeping yourself under wraps, keeping yourself under control. And I feel like your person doesn't really have any use for this past anymore. So I think I'll leave it there, Taurus. If you've made it this far, thank you for being here today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and a good week. This week will be the February 2023 monthly love reads, and then of course the Sundays will be out. I was going to say on Sunday. The mini love reads will be out on Sunday. If you'd like a private reading with me, my email is below in the description box. And we'll see you in the next one. Much love. Bye.